Hi, I'm Henrik and I'm here with my colleague Örjan Bodin, and we're here to tell you a bit about our new paper in conservation biology.
Yeah, and this paper is about how a fairly large group organization has been able to work together to accomplish a common objective. In this case, the objective is to reduce the illegal fishing in the Southern Ocean.
So we used a social network approach. We sent out this survey to 117 organizations operating all over the world, and with this information we were able to understand how these different organizations are pooling the resources and how they have, over a time period of 15 years, basically been able to dramatically reduce this illegal fishing. So to our knowledge at least, this is one of the first social network studies at the international level, which we were really excited about, and also generated some really interesting results, we thought. But Örjan, can you tell me a bit more? You work so much on social networks at the local level. Is it similar or different, our findings in this paper?
Well, I think one of the interesting findings is that it is actually quite similar to what we see on the local scale. So for example, what we have seen before, which seems to be quite important on the local scale, is that you have different kind of actors that are actually working together instead of just being separated. And this is exactly what we see in this study as well. So even though the context is much larger, we have organizations of very different type and from different nations and so on, the fact that we have so many collaborations between actors of completely different kind, for example, government agencies on one hand and environmental NGOs on the other hand, and they are actually collaborating. I think that is something that at least we think can help us to understand and explain why they have been successful in reducing the illegal fishing here in this area. But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the history of this illegal fishing activity in this area.
Well, this is an activity that started in the mid-90s and spread and became a really large environmental crisis, and it really triggered the interest of NGOs who were concerned with seabirds, fishing industry concerned with fish stocks, and governments interested in protecting their national sovereignty. So these organizations managed to find a common objective to address this problem. But of course, since it's international, it was also a really large need for some sort of coordination. And we see in all these networks that there's a really key role in the Secretariat to coordinate all these different actors, which is, I guess, really different from a local context. We have maybe more automatic emergence of these networks. So I think this is an interesting discussion, paper describing sort of this emergence and how they are operating currently at the international level.
Absolutely. So we just encourage you to read the paper.